All right, guys, obviously a tough one. I just really thank that football team for the effort they put out there and laying out on the line, trying to get that win right there. Tough loss to a really good football team, really good player. Tough tackle down the stretch. That guy is an absolute beast, and he showed it today. He showed the clustering all year, and he showed it again today. He's been that way. But I can't say I'm so proud of this football team and what they went out there and put out there. We got one more game, handle our business, and see what happens after that.
Yeah, Coach. Was there any thoughts to go for two when you had an opportunity to take the lead there?
No, the thought was to get the ball back like we did and try to get the ball back and go down and move the ball pretty quickly down the field. Set us up for a game-winning field goal. We set up for a game-winning field goal, probably a little bit out of our range, but the desperation range, and went out there and took a shot at it. The young man struck it good, hit it good, just came up short. But that's the way the cookie comes sometimes. That's how it goes.
Given that the defense was out on the field a lot in the second half, you all still thought they were able. Well, they did get you the ball back, but then they were looked a little winded there late.
Yeah, you're gonna be winded. It's the game of football, right? Their job is to get the ball back. That's what we did. They were able to get that thing going with a big time drive coming out of halftime. Actually kept it going by a penalty. The next drive was a really good job of those guys. And that last drive, we got to stop, like we talked about. We got to stop going out there, give ourselves a chance to win. We just couldn't get it done.
Why didn't you take the timeout after Darnell's catch first down?
Probably could have. I thought we can get to the line of scrimmage with our operation, be a little bit faster there, get them there without going on the fast on our ball, try to save that timeout. In hindsight, could have been a good decision or a better decision to take that timeout, but I wanted to have the opportunity to move up there. So, you can always second-guess those things. You can always second-guess those motives. You can always go back and look at it and see if you can get it snapped a little bit quicker. But I really believe we can get our operation time a little bit faster there to be able to save that timeout, still be able to click off, potentially get the pass interference, have a couple more snaps there, save the timeouts, and be able to use them there to get that field goal a little bit closer.
Second quarter ended, you had 3 timeouts going into half. Did that operation go the way you wanted to, or did you end up getting the rush?
Absolutely, man. Got a nice shot to Drake in the back of the end zone for a touchdown there. Had an opportunity to score right there at the end of half. Leave those guys no time. Took the field goal, got out of Dodge. It can happen. A lot of things you can always clean up. A lot of things you can always do better. Those are always things you can get better at, particularly with a young quarterback, particularly with all of us. So we'll find ways to get better at that for next week.
They had a couple of long drives after halftime after you had shut
They
down
did.
pretty well. First half, what do you think changed defensively for you in the second half?
Less about defenses, less more about those guys. Got to give those guys credit. The whole idea was to stop the run. We were able to do that in the first half. In the second half, those guys got going, particularly Jaden. He's able to use his legs, making a bunch of people miss. He's a tough tackle. He is hell on wheels.
Bijan and Tyler didn't get much run in the second half. Was that just a game flow situation because you didn't have much time possession?
No, it wasn't them. It's the time possession, and it was also they came out, did a nice job stopping the run. We got that first possession. I believe they got a 3-and-out, stopped our run pretty good, forced us to throw it twice. They were able to get off the grass, and then after you get to the game flow, they kind of took us out of our package, having to throw the ball a little bit more than you like, having to play a little bit of catch-up, having to get some chunk yards plays, trying to move the ball down the field in order to be ready to deal.
What's your assessment of Penix overall?
I love the kid. I love the kid's fight. I love the kid's desire. Anybody can go out there and stand in the face of adversity and throw that strike like he threw the Cow Pits to give us an opportunity to win that football game. That's what it's about. He represents us. He represents the land. He represents everything that's good about us.
You had more receiver rotation early in the game than you normally do. What was behind that?
Started Red today. Got a chance to get him out there. Was able to play Ray a little bit. Obviously it was a team decision, something that we did in order to get our guys some more reps to get Ray on the grass. Red on the grass, and to get those guys out there. But we did it just that way. That's how we planned to go out there and do what we wanted to get done.
Blair was in on that first third down. It looked like
Mooney came off. Mooney came off tired. Okay. Something happened there, injury related. I'm not sure. He came right back in the game. Didn't even get a chance to talk to the trainers about that.
Was that that interception a miscommunication?
That was a bust in the route.
Anything else?
Yeah, Coach, you're in a playoff situation now. You kind of win the final, and I guess other things have to happen. How do you, address that to the team and try to get them ready to go play your regular season finale?
Control what your controllables are, right? Go out there and win our football game. That's all we can do. Everything else is out of our control. Those things don't matter. The things we got to do is go prepare for this football game, prepare for the Panthers.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Locker room open at 12.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, Michael, how tough was this one? You all got it tied, went to overtime, and then had to kind of, watch as they scored.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough losing, but we play in the National Football League, man. We playing against the best of the best each and every week. We got to come with our A game. It's things that, we wish we could have had back, and it's things that we did good. But at the end of the day, we'll go back to the drawing board, try to see what we can do better so that we can get this win next week. And, yeah, it was tough.
What forced y'all away from the rushing attack in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, it was tough. We didn't really have the ball much in the third quarter. I believe we had it. We ran 3 plays, but we just gotta sustain drives. We can't go 3 and out. Our mindset each and every time we step on the field is to get points, and we didn't get points whenever we had the opportunity. And based on that, it could have made us go one way or the other based on passing or running the ball. But at the end of the day, we got to execute plays and find ways to win. So.
In the timeouts right before the half, and then on that winning drive, did you all consider using that?
You said what?
The timeouts, we all had timeouts before the field goal right before the half.
Right.
And in the game time drive, y'all had opportunities to use them on the potential field goal game too.
Yeah, I mean, that's on Coach Raheem. He calls the timeouts whenever he feels fit, and he trusting in us to get the plays off and make the next play. So. We all trust coach's judgment on that, so that's what we're gonna lean on.
And on the touchdown pass, what did y'all are on the 5, get backed up and had to overcome some adversity. What did you see that made you go to Kyle Pitts in the end zone there?
Yeah, I mean, we saw 2 high safeties, just executing a play. Kyle saw it as well, and we were just on the same page. And that's what happens when we're on the same page and everybody's executing at a high level. We make big-time plays. We got the players to do it. We just got to be consistent with it. And, like I said, just find ways to win. Find ways to win.
The drive at the end of regulation, you ended up getting a 56-yard field goal attempt, but looking back, do you feel like you could have gotten more out of that? I mean, get a little closer, or how do you look back at that last time?
Yeah, I mean, man, it's football, man. You're gonna have good plays, you're gonna have bad plays. We didn't get in a good enough position, but we have faith in Riley, and he didn't make it. But at the end of the day, we still got to play football. Still football left, still time on the clock in overtime, and we got to make plays. And obviously, it's a lot of stuff that leads up to that point. To get us in a better situation that we wish we could do, but. At the end of the day, we got to look back on the film, look back on it, and you see what we could have did better so that whenever the opportunity presents itself again, if it does, we'll be ready for it.
And how did you assess yourself overall tonight?
Man, I feel like I got to be better with the ball. I dropped the ball twice today. That's unlike me. I never really did that much in my career, so just protecting the ball, because if we don't fall on it, those big game-changer plays, and the game could have been very lopsided, so I got to protect the ball in that way. Obviously, the first pick coming out, we got to come out strong. I feel like we got to start fast, and that wasn't starting fast. Either way it go, we got to come out there and get points on the board, and but at the end of the day, it's a lot of things to assess, but I'm gonna go back to it. Got to get to the drawing board and see what it is. So.
A couple of times after throws, you looked like you were frustrated with yourself. You were giving it one of these. Did you feel like you missed a couple that you?
Yeah, man, I don't. Yeah, for sure. I did miss a couple that I normally make, but that's gonna come with chemistry. It's Drake. I talked to Drake after the game, and I'm like, man, I got to be able to, give you all these opportunities. And he's like, bro, we've been playing for six quarters. At that point, it was at halftime. He's like, bro, we only played for 6 quarters together, bro. It's gonna come. We're gonna continue to grow with that connection, and we will. So. It's tough. Some of the things, I wish I had back, but at the end of the day, we got to continue to progress, and, I gotta flush it and be ready for the next play. So.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congrats on the engagement.
Thank you. Oh, yeah.